Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Marina Ascunce, I'm a biologist, and today I want to share with you some fun things about dragonflies. This presentation was originally made by Lillie Rooney. She's an entomology student at the University of Florida, and she participated in a course that I taught this last spring, where we create different activities for kids of different ages, and we taught this activity about dragonflies with the Lincoln Middle School students. Today I have a special guest who is Fiona, my daughter, and she's going to ask me questions about dragonflies. Also, I want to let you know this is a first YouTube video that I'm making for my channel, Dancing Dragonflies. So if you like this video, you should do the, like and subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. So a little bit about that dragonflies. Dragonflies are insects. So they're part of the domain Eukarya, kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta. So the class Insecta is what you know as insects. But within insects, there is a lot of diversity. And dragonflies belong to an order, Odonata. So beside the dragonfly, which is probably the big insect that you're more used to see, there is a close relative group that are also Odonata, which are called the danceflies, which it could be a thinner version of the dragonfly, although there are many more differences. And we're going to talk a little bit about those. Here I have a picture of a dragonfly. To your left and to your right, you have danceflies. And you can see the eyes, how the dragonfly eye has the eyes all together and have big wings, and the wings are always up. The danceflies had the eyes more separated, and they can put their wings away. You know, something super interesting about dragonflies, they are among one of the oldest, not only insects, but we can even say animals on Earth, because there are extinct insects similar to the current dragonflies that were found 300 million ago. When the dinosaur lived. And this image that I'm showing here in the screen is a fossil. I don't know how many of you know what a fossil is. Do you know, Fiona, what a fossil is?
Yeah, I know what a fossil is. It's something that's very old that's been hardened into either a rock or such as as in the dragonfly, it would be hardened into a rock and just stayed that way, and then there's an imprint, as in also plants. But whenever it comes to bones of like some fishes, and like dinosaurs and such like that, those would be bones that would be fossilized and would get buried whenever some dirt or water came over it, the dirt would start piling onto it, and then it would get buried.
Exactly. Yes, you can get fossils at the surface of the Earth, but also when you may have seen some videos where the scientists excavate in mountains or rocks or look into the sediments to find different fossils. And the fossils are super useful for scientists because we can date when animals were around on Earth. That's why we know that they were very antique type of dragonflies that lived millions of years ago. And they were huge. They can, in the wingspan, if you measure the wings, open wings, they can measure 12 to 75 centimeters. These are huge. Yes.
I have a question.
Can you come closer? Yeah.
How long is 75 centimeters? Because we're used to inches. Inches are simpler. Just use inches next time.
Okay. Yes. So roughly, just to make it quickly, roughly 1 inch is 2 point something centimeters. So like 6 inches, for example, to 30 inches long. This is approximations. What I can do, I'm going to put in my YouTube channel under this video some links and some also scales, so you can find the exact measurements of the old, the predecessors of the current dragonflies on Earth. So the next slide I want to share is about the life cycles of dragonflies, because I'm sure you know how beautiful dragonflies are and how fast they fly. They're super. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but something that it may be, I don't know, do you know where the larvae, the small version of the dragonflies are, Fiona?
In the water.
Excellent. Yes. Do you know how long they stay in the water? It doesn't say there.
Like 6 months. More than 6 months.
Yes, that's correct. Actually, dragonflies, they spend more of the time during their life cycle underwater. Some species of dragonflies can be months underwater, but some can be even years. So they really spend most of the time, we can say that they spend most of the time underwater, and then they emerge. So there is a strong relationship between dragonflies and water. They can only live in areas where there's certain type of water. And there are dragonflies mostly like what we call not seawater. So rivers, lake, different streams, but no at the sea. And here yes?
What about in marshes?
There are some species of dragonfly that, yes, they are found in marshes, but are the rare ones. Yes.
Because whenever I went on my canoe camping trip, I saw some dragonflies, and since I was canoeing in a marsh, it might have been very rare, or I was just lucky to see them.
Yes, they both. They are rare, and also you are lucky. So, and in this slide, we are showing you the life cycle of the dragonfly. So, if the larvae stay in water most of the time, where does mama dragonfly lay the eggs? In water. So the mama dragonfly goes and lay eggs in the water, then the nymph emerge, and they eat a lot of different insects or other animals underwater, and then they emerge as an adult. On your right side, you can see the life cycle of a butterfly. In the butterfly, you can see that they lay eggs on leaves, so outside the water, and then a caterpillar emerge, and then there is a pupa or cocoon in butterfly, and then the adult emerge. So these are difference between the dragonfly are what we call incomplete metamorphosis, and in the butterfly is complete metamorphosis. Yes, Fiona?
I have a comment.
Yes.
So basically, the dragonflies are basically like frogs. They lay their eggs in water and then they stay in there.
they have similarities with frogs, exactly. Yes, they lay eggs in water and they stay there, but they are not frogs. Dragonflies are invertebrates, right? Are arthropods, while frogs are vertebrates. So here I'm going to share a video with you. Let me see if this works. This is a larvae of dragonfly underwater, and here you can see they have a retractile jaw to capture their food, other animals, insects, or even small frogs. Like Fiona was saying, like the frogs also lay the eggs on the water. So when the little frogs emerge, some larvae of dragonfly would eat them. So I hope this works. Here you can see in a slow motion, you can see this, how they eject and they grab that prey. That's amazing. So this is a little bit about the fly of the dragonflies, because dragonflies are really acrobats. They can fly to the front, to the back, up, down. They can spin, they can hover. These are amazing flyers. Okay, yes, come here.
Why is the reason of the name Dragonfly called Dragonfly? I know that like the dragon part might be because of their size, and maybe the fly part might be because their eyes are very similar to the fly. But still, I don't know the exact meaning.
That's a great question. I'm sure that some of the girls in the summer camp may have the same questions. I'm going to make another video because I don't want to make this video so long. There's so many things that I want to share with you. But please, if you are interested in any question, just comment in the YouTube channel comment section, and we will work on that to create new videos with new information about this. So I want to share now this. This is another video about, mostly about the. Here you can see, I'm not sure if you're hearing this. The first time I'm doing this, so I apologize for that, but I'm going to leave the links for the video so you can see them also. But basically, so this is a dragonfly, again, close to the water, and they are doing, they're staying there. So this is a dragonfly, and when you see dragonfly, usually you see one, and they're very territorial among themselves. So if one dragonfly see another coming, they're going to go and try to, prevent them to get into their territory. Here you can see they have 4 wings, and the 4 wings can move individually. It's different from other insects. Here the other dragonfly coming closer. This is so amazing. You can see how they spin it back. So dragonfly can fly backward too. So, and they can have a speed up to 30 miles an hour. So, any question, Fiona, about flying or the dragonfly flight? No, not right now. Okay. So the other thing I want to share with you is about the eyes of the dragonflies, because you can see they have these huge eyes. Each of these hexagonals represent one ommatidia, which is part of the eye of the dragonfly, and they have almost a 360 vision, so they can see everywhere. And no, that's fine. And so they have an amazing flight, but also they have an amazing vision, which is very unique. And both things together make dragonflies a very good hunter. So we're going to see, I hope this is working, but again, if not, we're going to have the links underneath the YouTube, the video. This is about the flight also. This is a professor at the University of Virginia. He's particularly studied dragonflies to create type of drones. But using all this ability of the dragonfly in the vision and on the flight qualities, properties to design this structure. So a lot of the biology is being used to create things to help us. So now Lillie created 2 amazing videos. If any of you are interested in doing any collection, so I'm going to put okay, sorry. I'm going to put, so Lillie made these amazing videos about how to collect dragonflies. Of course, you have to find some type of water area, a lake, a river, a pond, and she's going to show you in this cool video the tools that you need and how to collect them. And of course, we don't encourage necessarily that you collect the insect. Maybe you can capture with the net, take a picture and then release, because we want to protect them too. But if any of you is really interested in insects, she also have a second video where she explains step by step how to curate a collection of dragonflies. So if you end up do collect them, how to prepare the specimens. So these are going to be 2 links in under the video. Then now in this second part of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about, next slide, Fiona, about the different parts of the dragonfly body. So, like, you know, dragonfly have a head, have a thorax, and then have an abdomen. And like we're talking about, they have 4 wings. Some of the most common dragonflies in Florida are the blue dasher. These are about 1 to 1.5 inch big. In general, they are among the small dragonflies that we have in Florida. The abdomen, so the longest part of the body, this part of the body, it's called abdomen. It's mostly blue. The thorax, this part, has stripes. Now, this picture from below is also a blue dasher, but you can see the difference. Do you know what the difference are for, Fiona?
One's yellowish green, and it's a female.
Exactly. So dragonflies, in most species, show some type of sexual dimorphism. So male have, yes, male have one color on one side, and the female may have a different color and sometimes a different size too.
I'm pretty sure the reason the male has like a brighter color is to attract females, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, yes, exactly. In most species in animals, that's a very common trait, that males have some type of very, you know, shiny or, you know, color. And it's the hypothesis that they have those bright colors to attract females. Then there is another common dragonfly in Florida, the Eastern pond hawk. This has, the male has the whole body, so abdomen and thorax have a powdery blue color. The female has a more a yellowish thorax and a striped abdomen. This can be up to 1.7 inch big. Another common dragonfly in Florida is the red saddleback. And you can see these are the wings of the saddleback. And here you can see the reddish color, which, you know, simul some type of saddleback. That's the name it's coming from. These are a little bit bigger. It can be up to almost 2 inches big. And then we have the Prince basketball. These are big. It has long abdomens. The length can be up to almost 3 inches in length.
3 inches?
Yes, yes, big dragonflies. And then we have the regal darner. These are the biggest that we have in Florida. It's almost 3.34 inches in length. The male, usually males are slightly bigger than females. So they can be huge dragonflies. But remember, you know, dragonflies are predatory insects. They are beneficial insects. For example, when they are underwater, they eat mosquito larvae. And when they are outside, they also eat mosquito adults. So they're awesome insects, super beneficial. They're amazing. You know, they have a very particular flight properties, and the vision is super interesting. And that's also, like I was saying at the beginning, they are one of the oldest insects on Earth. They are found in all the continents except Antarctica. They're amazing. And if you're really interested in learning more about dragonflies, please comment below, suggest options. And we have I'm going to also leave a link for a Kahoot. So you can do a game with questions about this presentation and see how you do, okay?
I have one question.
Yes.
What is the oldest insect?
That's another good question. Let's see in the next video. Remember, subscribe, link, click, like video, the like button, and see you later. Bye.